Good morning. Welcome to the channel. We're back doing our first mod on the S2000. So as I said in the last video, I just picked this up. It's got a little rattle coming from, I believe, the time and chain tensioner. It's a known issue with these. So I picked up the new Gen X time and chain tensioner from Billman on S2KI. I believe you have to be a member of the forum, and he orders he'll send these through private message. You pay a core, and then he'll send you. You pay a core plus the price of that, and he sends you the time and chain tensioner, and then you have to send your old one back within 15 days, and they're a lifetime warranty. So pretty excited to get this on. Hopefully it'll fix that rattle, and it's just good peace of mind. Okay, to start, we're going to remove the air box out of the way to kind of give us room to work. So obviously we'll be working right down there. He recommends getting all this out of the way just so you have space. I'm sure you probably could do it without removing all this, but shouldn't be too hard just to move this out of the way and give us the space we need. So we'll start by pulling this air box off. So we have 3 bolts, one on the back side here, one there, one over here. Then I took the screw out of this little solenoid here, and you got to undo these wire clips. And then also make sure you get the vacuum lines off of there that's clipped into the factory air box. And it should pop out, hopefully. Yep, there it goes. All right. Now we got all the space. You can see the tensioner right here. Got your 2 cap bolts, and then the bolts where it bolts into the motor. Okay, next we're going to remove the maintenance plug. That's this plug here. Do not remove this one. They're the same size. Move this one down here. It's a 8mm Allen. Looks like there's Loctite on that. You see inside there, you can see the tensioner and the hole where the pin would go. Okay, states next to remove the top cap bolt about the width of a nickel to be able to use that as a pry point. So we'll back that up right there. I'll put some paper towels under here. All right, now we're ready to remove the tensioner. So you got a bolt here and a bolt on the back side there, up top. All right, it's important to note these bolts will not be reused. The new tensioner comes with slightly shorter bolts, as the tensioner is machined, I guess it's machined closer, so these bolts won't work, but you can keep them as spares. He says you can use them as spare coil pack bolts. So now, should be able to pry this off using the BTEC solenoid. There it goes. Just like that. The old one is out. Sorry, floor is so dirty over here. Alright, so we have the new one. It's got the letters B and X. They need to face the front of the car. So add a little bit of oil to lube the O-rings. Always lube your O-rings. Alright, and this should just pop right in. Just like that. And we have our new bolts here. Get those started. Okay, we're gonna torque those to 12 Newton meters. So let me go get my torque wrench. All right, get our torque wrench set. All right, good to go. All right, last part, probably the most nerve-wracking part, is pulling the lock pin out through the maintenance hole. So just pull it out with needle nose and do not drop it inside the motor. So get some needle nose, grab it. That's it. And then you can keep this for further maintenance if you ever need to do maintenance on it. Now we'll go ahead and put our plug back in. I'm going to add some just a little bit of blue Loctite to it. It looked like it had some red on there, so probably won't hurt. I know in Billman's instructions he doesn't say to add Loctite, so you may not have to, but we'll go ahead and do that. Put the plug back in and should be good to go. A little bit of blue Loctite on there. Screw this back in with the washer. Alright, let me see if I can find a torque spec on that. Alright, so looking at the service manual, this little plug is 22 foot-pounds. There we go. Alright, installing the airbox is kind of just reverse order of what we did. I'm actually going to start my next video, since I have the airbox apart, I'm going to install my CT Engineering carbon airbox. So stay tuned for the next video if you want to see that installation. But other than that, this is a pretty simple job. Billman does a very good job outlining every step by step on how to do it. So for peace of mind and preventative maintenance, I highly recommend getting the tensioner.